This is the STOP skill, and it's part of the crisis survival skills set. So STOP stands for stop, take a step back, observe and proceed mindfully. So what does the first one mean? Stop. It means exactly what it says. It means stop, freeze, don't do anything. So don't move a muscle, because hot mind, emotional mind, is trying to make you act without thinking. And what we want to do is we want to stay in control, and then we can use our skills while we're in wise mind to manage a situation. But when you move into the emotional mind, that hot mind, you lose that ability to do that and that ability to stay in control. So thinking about street performers who have, painted white or silver, and that's how you want to be. Just freeze. If in doubt, don't do anything. So, for example, if someone pushes past you at a concert, if we were to act in that emotional mind, that hot mind, you're going to jump to all sorts of conclusions and assumptions, and you might respond by pushing them back or swearing, or even worse. And that'll result in getting either thrown out of somewhere or getting in trouble with the police, getting into a fight. Stop. Don't act on your urge to want to respond in that moment. So do nothing. The T in STOP stands for take a step back. So take a step back. What does that mean? So take a step back from the situation. Take a break. That might mean physically taking yourself out of somewhere for a little bit, removing yourself from somewhere. So that could be a physical movement. Let go, just let something go. Take a deep breath. So we might kind of take a break mentally by counting to 10 and reducing our breathing, so that we feel as if we've regained control over our emotions. Because what we don't want to do, again, is we don't want to be led by our emotions. We don't want to be in that hot mind full of emotional impulse. We want to take control. So remember, you're not your emotion. So taking a break and taking a step back gives you an opportunity to do something different instead of acting on your urges or your emotions. So don't let your feelings make you act impulsively. The O stands for observe. It's easy to think that we know what we see. We know what's going on. We've got a snapshot image. Yeah, I know exactly what's going on here, blah, blah, blah. And we can make loads of assumptions and misjudgments, and quite often they're not true. So we might need to take a closer look. We might need to take in more information. So this is about noticing what's going on inside you, physiologically. What you're feeling in your body right now, what's going on outside of you, what is the situation. What are other people doing? What are other people saying? Are they responding in a similar way to me? That's like checking the facts out, catching your thoughts and your feelings. What's popping up in my head here when this just happened, and is that right? Is that okay? So using our mindfulness skills and observing and being non-judgmental before responding. So noticing and paying attention. So slowing things down and really looking at what's in front of us. So, for example, remember the person that we talked about pushing past you at a concert or a bar or wherever it might be. So they might have been being rude, but there might have been other reasons that person that did that. They might have tripped up. Somebody might have pushed them into you. They might have just had an important or upsetting phone call, and they just want to get out, and they can't. They're falling into emotional mind, and they just need to go somewhere else to talk on the phone or talk to whoever. They might not be feeling very well, and they might be rushing to go to the toilet. They might genuinely not realise that they've pushed into you by accident, because it's a bar or a concert and it's a crowded place, and that's just what happens. So observe, check out the facts. Don't jump to conclusions. Don't think that just because someone's bumped into you that, they're trying to offer you out for a fight, or they're trying to mug you off, or whatever. Just really kind of pull it back and observe before you proceed. So the P stands for proceed mindfully. This is about acting with awareness. So considering your thoughts and feelings and those of the people around you. It depends on who you're with. Say, for example, the concert. If you're with your niece or your nephew or your child, then you don't want to be getting into a fight because that's going to be really upsetting for them. Think about your goals. Does responding in that an impulsive and emotional mind way help you to get to where you want to get to? Maybe if you were to get arrested, then that would impact on your future career plans or applying for a certain job or position. So that's going to scupper things up in the future. So you want to be asking your wise mind which actions here are going to make things better or worse. I always like the question as well, just because you can doesn't mean you should. Just because you can kind of go for it at this other person really doesn't mean that you should. So taking a moment and breathing deeply and getting all the facts before you proceed in any way. Asking your wise mind what you should do next. So being mindful is the opposite to acting without thinking. And what we want to be doing is we want to be thinking more clearly. We want to be thinking more in our wise mind position and not being led and ruled by our emotions. So as a quick review, the stop skill stands for stop, take a step back, observe and proceed mindfully.